everybody. Good morning or good afternoon or good evening, depending on what time it is for you where you are. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back to a fresh, brand new week of Hazel Streams. Welcome back to our last stream of this whole darn expansion. And also, hi. How you doing? I'm cold. I'm cold. I didn't want to wear this coat today because it's covered in grass because it's fleece and I wore it outside gardening. And then I realized my sins after I was done. But it's really warm, so I'm gonna keep it on for now until the temperature of the house catches up. Kitty cat, you wanna come sit? Come on up here. There you go. One cat, please. Wolf Cloud Chaser, thank you very much for the 37-month resub, my last subiversary of the War Within. That expansion really came and went, huh? Morning, Hazel's shot. Hope everyone is well. Oh, no cat, please. Hi. How you doing? How you feeling? You feeling pretty good? You've been up and at it. Are you gonna sing us your song later, where you go right outside my door and then you go meow? Maybe. Hi, Kira. It's warm up here. If you wanted to like settle down and just snooze on the heated blanket on my lap, I wouldn't mind. I was kind of hoping that would be a thing, you know? Hi. Whatever you want, though. Alright, there's that. I am, for today, given that it's our last stream that we're within, I mean, pretty much just doing the same thing that I've been doing. I am chipping away. Chip being a operative verb here. Very diminutive, tiny, itty-bitty, tiny little bits of progress on Family Battler. Of Eastern Kingdoms mainly. I've got one or two characters kind of started working on Kalimdor. I have no characters working on Northrend. Dog Knight, thank you very much for the 18-month resub. Thank you. And Spooky Matthew with a 20-month resub. Thanks, guys. Dare cat owner close the door. It doesn't even close. I mean, it does close. I just don't do that because I know I'll have to talk to the boss about it. Hi. You got a good motor. Too bad can't just do it in one day. It's like so many pet battles that I honestly, and I know this is just massive cope, but I kind of don't mind that I can only do each of these things once a day. Because there's like 29 of them. I'm not even getting through 29 of them in a day. I think if I was to try to do 290 of them in one day, it wouldn't be a good day. It would just be not a very nice time. So this is Old MacDonald. And we need to do him with a humanoid team if we can. Which, of course we can. Old MacDonald humanoid. Here somewhere. There it is. Marmo, thank you for the 81-month resub. Boop, beep, boop, beep. You had a farm. Way for a year and a half from the game, walking into midnight completely blind. You're A-okay. You're gonna learn it along with the rest of us. It's pretty good time to come back. Some pretty good stuff going on. Hi. You have a nice little cuddle? You feeling okay? You got up and you said hi to me before the dog did this morning. You heard me getting some chores together, and you were like, "Hello, it's me. Good morning. You're up." Missing a pet. I am missing a pet. I wonder if it'll be a problem. One of your pets is dead, Hazel. Hey, Hazel. Hello. Any quest lines you'd recommend doing as a lore intro? There is an intro to Midnight quest line. I would do that one. I would definitely do that one. Love the animation Blizzard's releasing. Nice. It's, I'm pretty sure they give it to you automatically. I think that if you're logged in, it should give you the starter quest to it. How are your days off? Oh, it won't count. Well, oops. How are my days off? They were magnificent. They were amazing. You're right, it didn't count. That is awful. And there's no abandoning it at this point, so oopsies. That sucks. I wonder why. I wonder what happened. It's not dead. Is this a horde-only pet? Yeah, my save team had a horde pet. And it won't use it because I'm on an alliance character. That's funny. Easy to forget that's even a thing. Small Yeti looks so funny. Oh, see you later, buddy. Should have left. Well, that's okay. I think we're going to be able to recover. Next one. It's not like I'm doing this in the minimum amount of days anyways. Most days I don't even get through 12 tamers. So I think in the grand scheme of things, it'll be all right. Let's see. This one's next. Dresden, thank you for the 7-month wreath. So appreciate it. Not getting Tyvan before midnight. Oh, he's not going anywhere. He'll be waiting for you. Forgot there are faction-specific pets. It's like a wildly niche thing that I'm a little surprised is still even a thing. Do we need Julia Stevens for humanoid? Yep, sure do. Well, I will double-check the faction, I guess, of those various pets this time. Alright, looking better. No obvious lore characters in Murloc form. Good to know. It should count. Like, it says a team of fully blank pets. I didn't have any other pets in the team. It should, like... I know that I'm just quibbling semantics here, but, like, I'm gonna. That's stupid. Love your WoW videos. Thanks for the hard work. Thank you for watching them. Early access tomorrow starts 3 p.m. Pacific time, so 6 hours from now, less 7 minutes, tomorrow, basically. Highest level boar you can pet in the Outlands. I don't know what the highest level boar you can pet in the Outlands is. To somebody? Is this a mystery that we're trying to solve? Is it part of like a WoW secret or something? All right, let's make sure it's all counting. Yep, okay, all good. Oh, I forgot I have stacked dog beds over there. I guess that's fine. She might sleep in it. Kitty, I know. I've got like foam down that the cat normally likes to sleep on, and I had washed the blanket that goes on top of it, but I put a dog bed there because I figured she might sit in it, and she might. Think about it. Thought it was like 10 a.m. EST. It's worse for Europe. Europeans are facing a choice of do I sleep or do I play? Jamie Lee, thank you for the 81-month resub. Happy 6-year, 9-month Twitch anniversary. 6 years and 9 months. Have you Marie Kondoed your bags yet? I sure have. Oh, you know it. You know it. The only things in these bags are things I'm getting from doing this daily for this achievement. And it's like that on all my alts. I smoked them. I maybe went beyond Marie Kondo and went a little scorched earth on them. And that's just the way I like it. I didn't want that garbage. Get it out of here. All right. Humanoid, Lydia? Yeah. All right. Let's see. Lydia humanoid. Wargley. So Fronter, Chester. Wargley's fine, right? We're allowed to have Wargley? Yeah, okay. All right. Paranoid now. Nothing sparked joy. I love it. Yeah. Nothing has to spark joy. West Coast just flat out get 4 days of early access provided servers actually come out on time. Yeah, pretty much. West Coast has always been a little favored, or quite favored for most things time zone wise, because it's the same time zone that Blizzard HQ is on in California. That's just how it is. I'm lucky I'm a West Coast girly. Did backwards move stuff from my bags to my bank. I'm a hoarder. Yeah. I mean, if you need it later, it'll be there for you. I cleaned up my banks too. Usually for a character that I'm playing in an expansion, my bank accumulates a collection of normally trinkets that I'm pretty sure I don't want to use, but I hold on to them mostly just to like soothe my brain more than actually thinking I'm going to need them again, just in case they rebalance something or like I've misunderstood the trinkets. Because, I don't know. Too complicated for me. So I tend to put any like extra trinket choices that seem kind of sort of close in my bank and then forget about them. It's not that I'm going to wear them again. It's that I need to hold on to them until they are so outdated that I'm definitely not going to wear them again. So now going into the next expansion is the time where I like to go through and actually just vendor or disenchant or whatever all those old trinkets. My priest had a few of them from the different seasons. Keep them past expansion in case they break something later. No, I can't do that. I understand the logic. It's too much for me. It's too much. I'd rather not have it and be unprepared. I'd rather have the empty bag slot and then have that day come and then be unprepared. Rather than trying to organize and keep all of those old, outdated things. I'm also not a big time walking person, which is usually where those things end up scaling really strongly, is in some kind of funky time walking scaling. And I don't really like time walking much to begin with. So I think I'm pretty safe. Give that 5 seconds. Over here. Yeah, we're getting this one together. Although we're not going to finish it today because on account of Old MacDonald, but, you know, don't worry about him and his farm. He'll be fine. Trying to do the Eastern Kingdoms pet battles. Daily quests weren't showing up. Later realized had to be Alliance. Yeah, you gotta... I found that out too. You have to be Alliance to do the Eastern Kingdoms ones. And you have to be Horde to do the Kalimdor ones. It's wonky. It's definitely... I mean, it probably made sense when they made it. But you have, like, zones of both factions on both continents. It doesn't make a wild amount of sense to me, but it's fine. I have enough alts of both to kind of make it work. Also, I should pick up the mail when I'm on these guys. Didn't bears have that week in the sun with a trinket in Mage Tower? Probably. I don't remember the details, but it definitely happens. I just really love the joy of not having to think about it anymore. I'm so fried that anything that I can just get off of my desk and out of my life and gone from my orbit is like a huge win. I do not. I'm the opposite of a hoarder. I'm a deleter. Alright, this is Eric Davidson. We need to use a humanoid team. It's here. Cuddly, Renisha Runt, and Cruncho. Should be fine. What's the outfit? I've never seen a kilt in WoW before. Yeah, it's trading post stuff, I'm pretty sure. Brewers... No, not trading post. Brewfest. Brewfest. Brewer's green kilt. And there's a beret as well as a shoulder piece. Brewer's green shoulder cape. I think they were all Brewfest. Some trading post stuff was similar, but I think that the kilt stuff specifically was Brewfest. I'm a huge fan of the outfit. I think he looks amazing. Do you favorite all pets? Is there a reason? The main reason for me to favorite a pet was so that it would be considered for summoning on the summon random favorite pet button, which is a button that's actually built into the UI that you can put in a bar. I use that button when I'm filming the intro to my stream and I'm like walking around a city or whatever with pets popping up behind me. That's how it's happening, is I'm just spamming that keybind while my UI is hidden. So if I want a pet to have a chance to show up in the intro, it needs to be favorited. But as far as I can tell, there's no way to bulk favorite your entire collection of pets. So I don't know how many of them are favorited. I feel like it's a chunk, but not that many, because I'm way too lazy to keep favoriting new ones because there's like thousands of them. So it's a bit haphazard. But that's the idea for me. There's really no point otherwise. Should do Brewfest this year. It's Faunil. Fear of what if I need it later. I've been recovering from that myself. I mean, WoW does do that sometimes. Sometimes it does come up that you need it later. You're never precluded from the thing by not having saved it. It's usually just a question of either you're going to need to spend a little extra time or more typically some gold to get whatever that thing is while it's in high demand. Not to be a diva about it, but the gold's never been that much of a problem. If I need something that badly, then I'll just get the gold and deal with it. But most of the time we're fine. I feel like I can just wait the 8 seconds here. You can restore the item. Did they ever add a good proper search though? Yeah, I don't know. Whatever the specific thing. There's like, I don't know. You probably can. I have feelings of doubt about how well that would work for something that you deleted like years ago. But I don't know if that's based on fact or if that's just like an icky feeling. We're going to the next character. That's what we're going to do. Had a chance to see the new housing blog post. Yeah, I looked through that off stream. We can look through it again on stream. It's got some really cool info in it. It's very much talking about stuff that's in development, and they make a very clear disclaimer at the beginning that these things they're working on them, but they're not making promises. Some things could get cut because they're talking about things that are pretty far ahead. So don't, get too attached. I keep forgetting to pick up my mail. Oh no. I was traumatized by the loofah. There was a quest reward trinket from Vanilla that was super useful in a BC Karazhan fight, and I was one of the few that still had it in my guild. Oh, man. That was a lot of years ago, huh? Alright, Stephen Lisbane. Where do we need to do him on? Oh, humanoid. I guess it makes sense that I've done these in kind of the order that I have them in my journal over here. Let's do humanoid Lisbane. Let's just double check that no one looks to be... That little Sylvanas really did me dirty. It's my own fault for not double checking it. I just grabbed a strat off of Zufu. It's my own fault for not double checking it or quitting the battle earlier, but that's funny that it's even a thing that can happen. Yeah, we can look through the housing post. I also want to look through the trading post preview. It's funny, some days we get a trading post preview on like the day before the month rolls over, and then sometimes it feels like it's way before that. Like this posted yesterday, which would have been, what, 4 days early? So many cool things. No hopes up. I think a lot of it sounds pretty likely. Although I think a when is a bigger question for some of it. Meow. I designed my yard like everybody did without being able to place outdoor lights to such an extent that I can't even imagine where I might put them when I can place them. I guess maybe I can just slap some Borealis string lights on fences or something, failing all else. I don't even know what I want anymore. If I have a stack, your polished pet charms will not go away. They will be fine. They're not converting. They don't do that anymore. So you can keep them, no problem. You don't have to spend them. You can if you want. I spend them to level my pets whenever I have a pet that needs leveling, but... yeah, alright, I'll spend a banish to save 46 seconds. Why not? Yeah, it's a good question. They did used to do that. Back when they used to do polished and... what did they call the non-polished ones? Like, common or something? They had like those blue ones. They used to do a conversion between new and old pet charms before they decided that they were over that. So many need to go hit up all the vendors, get them from renowned boxes. Yeah. There's some good stuff you can get for them. Shiny, that's what they used to call them. Shiny, shiny, shiny. This character over here. Oh, love this mug. Do not remember what it's from, but it looks nice on her. Don't have enough characters to sit on them. Fly over the continent takes a lot longer. Yeah, it's a lot of travel time. I don't know if I'm going to have enough Horde characters to park each of them. I haven't really bothered getting there yet. Luckily, I have the Alliance ones. Okay, so this is the second to last humanoid one that I need to do is Everessa. You know. Old McDonald notwithstanding. Let's do that. Spend all our delve mats. Something is happening to undercoins. Undercoins are going to, I think, convert to resonance crystals. Cat's having some crazy sneezes. Yeah, I think undercoins are going to convert. So if you want to spend them for stuff that you can spend them for now, I think you should. Let me see if I can find a source on that. They're gonna... oh, they've reset them between seasons before. Limit to how many levels we can get. Can't go to all zones. No, I think you can get all the way to 80. I might be misunderstanding. What do you mean we can't go to all zones? You have, like, I think a intro quest line to do that's decently substantial before they let you choose which zone you're going to. In-game mail from Reno Jackson, yeah. Just started playing WoW 2 weeks ago. Welcome. I hope you're having a nice time so far. I don't think I have any undercoins left. You can also spend them on catch-up gear, if you need to. Dawnlight Mana Flux. Oh, it's catalyst charges. Gotcha. It's fun, but it's so much to do. I'm lost getting around my biggest struggle. It's a massive game. The nice thing is that there's no need to do all of it, and a lot of people, even very experienced ones, will engage with... They'll kind of figure out which parts of the game they want to engage with, and they just won't worry about the rest of them because it's so big. They call it a theme park style game, and it's true. There's... You could ride all the rides if you wanted to, but that would be a very busy day. Getting around is definitely a nightmare, though. It's like a weird patchwork quilt of different teleports, and a lot of them are like unlocked. A lot of them won't be available to a brand new player that doesn't have a ton of history. Getting used to the portal room as well as the cataclysm portals in Stormwind or Orgrimmar is probably your best first step as a new player for getting around. Those will always be there for you. Okay, that's looking good, I think. Wait. Humanoid? Oh, for crying out loud, I messed up. Oh well, do that one again tomorrow. Well, maybe not tomorrow, actually, unless... I guess, I'm gonna start stream tomorrow. I'm gonna stream at a weird time. Not my normal time tomorrow on account of launch. So we're gonna start later in the afternoon so we can stream through early access launch. I'll start maybe an hour before the early access, so maybe 2 p.m. Pacific. And we can just kind of like hang out while we're waiting for it, and maybe I'll work on this then. I tried many different classes, decided on Death Knight. Nice. Hello. Hi, Bedelia. How you doing? Yeah, nothing to do but march onwards. Next battle. Now it's to maintenance tomorrow? Let me see. I don't see one. Oh, hang on. No, I don't see one. Feeling much better. Oh, good. Gift subs and drop thing will start tomorrow in the afternoon. So it'll start about an hour after I start my stream. So not right away when I go live, but like pretty early into it. I think I did a little list. Well, no, I didn't. I'll fix the command tomorrow for that. It'll talk all about them. I have on my YouTube channel a video talking exactly about what they're doing to pet battles. I go into it in as much detail as we've got in a video there. It's a fairly recent one. Alright, so Lindsay we want to do on, I think, no, we've done her on mechanical too. I must be a bit ahead on her. Beasts? Yeah, let's do Lindsay with beasts, and let's double check them. Alright, they're all beasts. I can't even, like, blame anything. I've had my coffee. I've been up for a while. I slept lovely. I had a lovely sleep. No excuses. Neighbor's cat meows for snacks at 1 a.m. and as soon as he's done eating, he does his rehearsed walk to the front door, expecting to be let out ASAP. That's the scheduled saunter. I think for a bunch of today, I want to get real cozy and see if I can put some like finishing touches on my office in WoW housing. I spent 2 streams putting together my stream room, but like in my WoW house. I spent the first stream on the background and the second one on the desk. I think I could put some time into some like finishing touches. I want to find a way to add a camera and a microphone. Maybe like a stream deck looking thing. And then just like some little touches, like maybe something on the monitor, maybe some other stuff on the walls, maybe like switch out the rug on the floor or something like that. But I think at that point it'll be pretty close to done. Also, we've got some posts to look through too. That one's all good. Sad, I slept awful, worried about surviving my 24-hour nerd fest on launch. Oh no. Oh, it's good. It's hard to sleep when you're so excited. I approached this past weekend with the core understanding of I need to recharge because it's gonna be a big week. So I'm gonna do everything in my power to not think about WoW, get kind of caught up on life a tiny bit, and sleep. And I had a really nice time. It was very chill. I feel much better. Good weekend. Good job, weekend. Good morning. Good morning, Zoldak. How you doing? How are things in sunny and or foggy and or rainy Oregon? Happy midnight of midnight. Happy midnight eve. Or afternoon or morning. I should make a note about updating that command so I don't forget to do it. What am I saying here? Because it's gonna, we'll probably want an extra one. Dun, 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 dun. Update. Exclamation point drops. Figure out how I want to write that. Foggy, I-5 South had a rock slide. Oh, messed up my commute Monday. That sucks. Although I guess it's at least you weren't in the path of the rock slide while the rock was sliding. What do you call a 7 with a flu? A sick 7. Wow. I don't know enough young people to really get a kick out of that. I'm looking for Durin, and I'm looking to see what do we need to do him on. Mechanical. Nope, not mechanical. Maybe Beast? Yeah. Durin Darkhammer Beast, ideally. Failing that, I don't see a Durin Darkhammer Beast build. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have a look at him. I'm gonna take a little peek because I forget what his pets are. All right, flying critter elemental, and I'm just gonna kind of quick and dirty DIY this from rematch. So strong pet families, beast, strong versus flying. Put that one in first. Make sure we've got some magic damage, which is what is going to be strong against flying. That's fine. That's fine. This is fine for the beast one, and then elemental was the last one. So we'll take this out, we'll put this in, and see. I'm assuming there's some water stuff going on. There's tidal wave. That kind of sucks. What else do we have? I want something that does some real damage, you know. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. These aren't super hard fights either. Oh, Rivercalf has water jet. Sure. Oh, why not? Go nuts. Don't get the 6-7 meme, and I'm a long-time memer. Zoomer's brain cell hit a skull. I will fully admit that I don't get it, but also I think that it's okay that we're just not... it's okay that we're just not with it anymore. When I was that age, my friends and I used to just, like, chirp meme phrases that came from, like, internet videos or, you know, movies or anime or whatever. Like, parrots. Independent of context, you know? Like, context optional. It's just, it's not, it doesn't have to mean anything. It just has to make you feel like part of the group. Troll old people's been fantastically successful. I don't think we can equate it to Tide Pods. I think that makes us sound bitter. Tide Pods were genuinely dangerous. This is just words. MST3K quotes. Don't think there's actual logic to it, which is why everyone is confused about it. Yeah. Can't make it make sense. Got my house? Nice. No, never heard of it. Mystery Science Theater 3000 must have missed me. Lots of things do that. I'm also I'm a similar demographic to you, but I'm slightly offset. Plus, I feel like even back then, culture was pretty like niche among teenagers in that like you could be into a set of things and your friends could be into a completely different set of things and there would never be any crossover. The premise of the show, watching old movies, making snarky commentary about it. Well, that's a it's a classic pastime. We happy with this? Sure. Just leave it alone. Yeah, I want to work on my house today. I also want to catch up on... I want to look at the March Trading Post preview. Let's do that now. I've got it all pulled up. I don't want to wait anymore. I haven't seen this yet. This came out yesterday. I didn't look at it yet. 3 portraits hanging in your house. What are they called? I could look it up. I don't remember. Maybe somebody in chat remembers. They were from... Oh, I don't know that either. If I go back to my house, I'll find out. Whether you're living your best life... I'm sorry. Is the theme to the March Trading Post Live, Laugh, Love? Get a comfy Bellameth flying quilt mount. And then a nice little refresher that February's anniversary outlet's almost over. So double check the vendors, especially the extra vendors that are down the walkway before March hits, because it's possible you miss something. Alright, so there's a red one on the vendor. The blue one is the one that they're going to give us for filling the bar. Red mount on a vendor. This sounds like a unicorn horse. Pearlescent butterfly and ruby butterfly are back. Pearlescent butterfly I, of course, bought the first time. Very much worth it. Ruby butterfly I had frozen for a long time. I might still have it frozen. I may have kept it frozen for ever since we had it previously. Got the Heraldric Key from D2 for housing decor. Nice. Anything purple? Made for my mage. I think the carpet's the fill the bar. I think the purple one is going to be a gimme for you. That's the fill the bar reward. It's the red one that's for tenders. Which I think works out for me. I'm not a big red person. Armor. All right. Violet stuff. Sorcerer's garb. Red wings. Maybe. Ornaments of the Blood Monarch. Elaborate. I'm going to look at some of these ensembles here. Because they don't have preview images, but we do have Wowhead previews. Oh. Oh. How much is that? $370. So, recolor, of course, of the ones that we got from Love is in the Air, but they were also available earlier with the, they might have even been a Fill the Bar reward, I don't recall. There were some that matched the Pearlescent Butterfly as well, but we have them in red now. It's skimpy. Well, it's only 3 pieces of armor. You can't look at a belt in it. You can't look at, like, a belt and be like, wow, that's revealing. Well, it's like, well, yeah, she's not wearing any pants. Those gloves are in favor of nudity. Ooh, now that's skimpy. Elaborate lavender mage weave. They know what the people want, that's for sure. The way that Blizzard intended. 5 mounts away from 600. Need the purple birdie. And then this is going to be the same thing in red. Yeah. I'm not going to get those, but people are. They are a bit expensive. They are 500 tender per for the purple or the red mage weave set. But that's going to get some people for sure. Then you've got some weapons. Looks like some moon, night elf looking stuff. Any pets? No? No pets this month? No? Just mounts. This isn't even new. This was on the trading post before. I might even have it. Shimmer Mist Free Runner. Hang on a second. Let me look. Reminds me of the Black Mage Weave. Yeah! Trading post is dangerous for me. I like a lot of it. I think I might be able to save some gold. Unless I decide to go for the red butterfly stuff. It's hard when I have other colors of butterfly stuff. David Koss. for... Yeah, mechanical, let's do. It doesn't look like I have one, so we'll do the same kind of thing that we did last time. We're just gonna take a quick peek at the pet types here. It looks like critter, beast, and then magic. Yeah, I wonder if I'm gonna spend any more of my tender before March, now knowing that I won't need it then. Critter, beast, and then magic. So let's see, pet families. We're gonna do mechanical. Yep. Nope. Yeah, sure. Strong versus beast, which is just going to be any of them, I'm pretty sure. Give me my Darkmoon Zeppelin. I haven't seen him in a million years. Miss this guy. And then, did I say the last one was mechanical? Forget. Sure. Yeah, why not? See if this works. They're right behind him. They wouldn't be mechanical. Critter, beast, magic, elemental? Hang on, I have to check it again. Magic. Magic. Okay. I was like, I'm looking at a slime being like, what type are you? Strong versus magic. Oh, yeah, mechanical panda and Drangling, that makes sense. Because he has breath. Sure. That's a pretty classic pet battle team. Did I get the pink stuff? No, I didn't like it. It wasn't the right pink. I am a huge spoiled baby. I want pink stuff, but I want it to be more of a red toned pink and not a blue toned pink. Because I'm fun. So no, I didn't get very much of it. I don't think I got some things. I definitely got some catch-up stuff. Like, I know I went and bought that purple fish. The corrupted fish. Yeah, love it. Love it. No, I'm on board with a dusty pink. I love, like, a rose pink, and I love a blush pink. I don't like it when they get too violet and purple. At that point, I just want them to be purple. 7th grade teacher got offended even back in 2007 when we explained to him what LOL meant. I probably had some pretentious tirade as a kid about the need to abbreviate everything. But, I mean, it was because of computers and text devices. Like, it's just shorthand for the medium that you're working on. But I remember being like, what, you can't just type the whole thing? Come on, people. Get out of bed earlier. Okay. I should be clear. There's nothing wrong with blue-toned pink. It's just not part of my personal collection. It's just not one of my preferred things to stick on a palette. I painted my nails purple for midnight, and I put a little bit of sparkly unicorn top coat on them, which has lived a long life, surprisingly. I feel like I got it a lot of years ago. And they look pretty good, although I managed to smash one of them with a jar of mayonnaise. I don't even know. I was holding it, and then I was dropping it, and then I was catching it, and I smashed my finger in it somehow. Just not even doing anything dangerous, just carrying a jar of mayonnaise. But I hurt my fingy, and I bumped my nail polish, which was almost worse. I like mushed it back into place, though. It looks okay. But that was what I wanted to do for midnight. You could also make an argument for like a gold and silver, or like a red and gold manicure rather, for like silver moon colors, but can't go wrong with purple. We're in a mythic 12. Why am I auto battling? Actually, never mind. It's working. I don't have a script. I came up with this team. What am I doing? Is this less than a third? I'm thinking I'm gonna, well, let's see. I don't know what those portraits are called. I haven't logged in yet to go find out. I don't know the names of a lot of decor. It's just kind of in the journal and then we use it. Here, we'll go take a look. Dealing with ants, wandering around looking for food. Yeah. Pretty early for those, right? I used to get sugar ants in... Are they tiny ones? I used to get sugar ants pretty bad in Oregon. But usually it was a little later in the spring than February. Although, you know, weather. All right, so I was on Crinkle. Let's go just pop over to my home and take a look at the things. Sugar ants, yeah. I went crazy trying to fight those ones. I was using, like, a bleach spray to, like, wipe their trails. I was killing them. Eventually they just, like, give up and go away. But, like, you have to stay on them. I was getting really paranoid about crumbs. I've had success with the poison traps before, but you have to be really careful if there's pets involved. Or around anywhere that could possibly get involved. Let's see. This one is called the Harbinger painting, and this one is called the Redeemer painting. I still don't know what they're from. Maybe a questing unlock or something? Warm winter, yeah. Hello, Hazel. Hello, how you doing? Epic edition loot? Well, there you go. Denia, Silver Tongue. Yeah. Pre-purchase at midnight. Something like that. I'm going to work on this, but I want to do a few more pet battles still. I'm going to have to put together, and these are things that I don't know if I've seen people do. Like the desks, like the monitors, I had some intel on. The keyboard, I had a couple examples to work off of. The mouse, I got some help with. The mic and the camera, I'm gonna try and put together on my own. So I was on Crinkle. We just finished fighting her. Where's my warrior? There she is. So this is next. Love your t-shirt. Oh, thanks. Need to clean up my war bank for new mats. So much to sell. Oh, good day for cleanup. All right. This is Dee's Plaguehorn. Everybody's done with humanoid. I should stop clicking on that one. Let's do her with mechanical if we can. There is a mech team, and it uses 3 mech pets. Wow. Bold to include Florendo in a strat and assume people have it. I do have it, and I have it leveled up too, but that's a pretty new one. Yeah, early access will be tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming in the afternoon. I'm going to start around 2 o'clock in the afternoon Pacific, so like an hour before early access, we can hang out for a bit first. And then I'm just going to like level and hang out until I want to go to bed. I don't think I'm pulling an all-nighter. Flabby did a dry run on the midnight beta to see how long leveling took, and it seems like it's going to be longer. Unless it gets retuned between beta and live, it seems like it's going to be longer than the War Within was. So for me, at my pace, accounting for streaming, it's not really all that reasonable that I'm going to get to 90 in one night. And bearing that in mind, I don't think I want to destroy my sleep schedule by staying up all night. So I'm probably going to do, I don't know, 8 hours maybe? Something like that. I'm probably going to turn it off before midnight my time. How many hours? I haven't run it. Flabby was saying, and I forget if he gave me an exact figure or not. Based on what we were talking about, I'm feeling like more like, oh, I can't say a number. I'm gonna be too wrong. I don't remember. But like more than the War Within. War Within you could do in like 5 or 6, I feel like. Doing quests versus always, so I guess it would be long for me. Binging the last 4 episodes of Bridgerton in the morning before the launch. I saw that they're coming out on the same day. I've already forgotten what happened in the first half of the season. Next time that Netflix does this to me and breaks up a show by like a month-long gap between the first half and the second half, I'm just going to have some self-control and wait until the whole thing is out so I can watch it, not even in one sitting, but just like one night at a time. Because when a month goes by, I forgot everything. I don't know what's going on anymore. I don't want to rewatch it. I watched it a month ago, but like, ugh, I'm going to have to get caught up. I know they do a recap, but it's not my preferred method of consuming TV. He's in Felwood. What's everyone's hype level for midnight? Watch the first 4 episodes twice. Refuse to watch. Netflix canceled. Guess I'm not watching. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna ruined you that much. Was your schedule destroyed from the war within launch? Kind of. Yeah, probably. I definitely stayed up late doing that, and I think I took a day or two to recover. I'd like to get a little bit more done, just like on a day-to-day basis, though. Not in terms of leveling, but just in terms of like my life and also like making a YouTube video or two. So for that reason, it seems more important that I go to bed. Who cares about talents? We don't need them. We're looking at Zoltan. I am very slowly working through. I guess I can just do this. Let's do Beast. I only have 2 characters out here working on this, but that's fine. If we finish it, we can move to another one. I don't have a Beast team, so let's see what he wants, and then we will make a Beast team. What is this self-control you speak of? Alright, it looks like we're going to need mech, magic, magic. Alright. And we're looking for a Beast team. So, types. Beast. Strong against mech. So you need an elemental move. He's got avalanche. Sure. And then 2 magic pets. Wait, Beast strong against magic. So you need Dragonkin moves. So Starfall would work. Flame Breath is better. Spiked Skin's not gonna do it. I just want like a... Yeah, Flame Breath is good. Let's do that. This might work. Reminder to Hazel. You don't have a script, so don't try and use one. I can't believe I got away with it last time. Do this the old-fashioned way. Do I have my... I should get a YouTube link to my pet battle video. I discussed... I have a video that covers whether they're removing pet battles. Because a lot of people, I think, picked up a take from a headline and are missing some context. So that covers what's going on. The add-on that you see me using is Rematch. Rematch can filter pets about strong against, also resistant to various types, and it's just kind of filtering based on the types in their movesets. Don't like the design of Eritor, the mohawk, and the head tattoos? Yeah, I think he's a bit goofy. I think it's a little on the nose. But it is what it is. Guess what I decided to do at the 9th hour as we descend upon midnight. Delete all your characters and start over. Change mains at the last minute. Buzz cut your hair and dye it purple and blue and then paint glitter into it. Did not go full Hazel. Realized I had been sitting at 800 Nerubian chitin for a while. Decided, you know what? Let's finish this. Oh, nice. Rare Shadowlands gives pet charms. Yeah. Had no idea that you need more items. Oh, no. Deleted all my characters in Shadowlands. Had to start over last week. I like a fresh start. Big fan of a fresh start. So 40 Arakara runs later. Oh, you're doing it though. You're gonna get it done. Been trying to kill a Queen Ansurek and Elfar, hoping the stupid mount she drops comes to me. I wish you the best of luck with it. I saw Wowhead headlines saying there's no raid renown for the first season of Midnight, and I'm kind of relieved. I don't want to deal with it. Alright, who said I was gonna lose? I require a written apology. And a cupcake. And kitten. There we go, looking good. Like the raid renown has a free raid teleport. My problem with it is a me problem. It's nothing to do with the actual system. The system's fine. My problem is that it highlights and exposes the brevity of my raiding season. I tend to raid, my guild tends to raid until we've finished the raid. And then maybe one more time. And then we're done until another raid comes out. We do not farm long. And honestly, it doesn't take us much longer than 2 or 3 weeks to clear in the first place. So lately, it's become pretty normal for us to raid for a month. And then never touch it again. Which gets you, I don't know, 40% through the raid renown. And if it was important to me, I would continue to pug or do LFR or something. But clearly it's not that important to me because I have not been touching that. So it's kind of highlighted that gap in my thing. All right. We're looking for someone in Kalimdor who wants Stone Cold Trixie. Let's do Beast. All right, let's check on our types. We can put something together. Like 12 raid renown for Mana Forge. Haven't touched it in months. Alright, so Dragonkin, Beast, Flying. Dragonkin, Beast, Flying. LFR's not that bad. I disagree. Flabby's reporting that his beta leveling run took about 8 hours from 80 to 90. And Flabby's pretty good, so I'm expecting... I would add 2 hours onto that for me. Take it to 10. Which is more than I want to do in one sitting. I'm sure some people will. Have fun. Oh, I forgot. I should write him down or something. It was Dragonkin, Beast, and something. Dragonkin, Beast, and Flying. Dragonkin, Beast, and Flying. Dragonkin, Beast, and Flying. Lions and tigers and bears. Okay. So I'm making a beast thing. We want the first pet, Strong v Beast. Which is going to mean a mechanical thing, which is Call Lightning is fine. That'll work. Dragonkin, Beast, and Flying. Wait, was that the second pet? I think Dragon was first. Strong versus Dragonkin. Give me an... Oh, because of the Call Darkness. You need a humanoid. A humanoid slam. Flying is going to be our last one. I'll just use the Call Darkness. It's fine. Flying. Strong versus flying, which means magic. Which Feline Familiar will also be good at. Gizmo, maybe? Gizmo? No. Moon. Yeah. Moon will be good. Moonfang, perfect. Okay. I don't know. We'll try it. They're all beasts, right? Yeah, okay. I think he did the war within 5 to 6 hours. You did in 8, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, Flabby's fairly fast. Thought about taking tomorrow and Friday off for early access since there may be problems. Save my vacation. Try to play after work this weekend. Nice. Yeah, you never know. You can get max level in 15 minutes, assuming they don't patch it. Based on that sentence, what do you think the odds are that they're not going to patch that? And that if they didn't, they wouldn't, like... Do you really think they're going to let people leveled in 15 minutes on live? I'm not saying it's impossible. But it's pretty close. Hi, how you doing? When using a team, better to keep fighting until knockout or switch. Yeah, switching loses an attack, so unless you have a strong reason to swap, I generally just stay on the pet until it dies, because that way you don't lose that attack. Often you can get some extra damage out of it as well. Exception would probably be if you're getting AoE down, but it's fine. This thing is so cute. These fights are not super challenging. As long as you have a move that counters the thing, you're probably fine. I'm putting about 4 brain cells into this. Or roll back, yeah. Three more than I have right now. Tomorrow's going to be a mess because I'm not going to be particularly adept at the questing because I'm going to be excited, I'm going to be streaming, and also another thing Flabby said is that a lot of the questing is like a little bit more finicky. There's a lot of going to very specific places and finding a lot of different things. It's going to be a lot of turn around, the cave's behind you, and I think it'll be fine. But I don't think it's going to be pretty. I don't think I'm going to be particularly good at it. We're just gonna try and not worry about it too much. All right, that's all good. I'm gonna do one more pet battle, and then maybe do some decorating. Yeah, it'll be fine. But I'm fully expecting that. I'm predicting it in advance. Don't think we care. I betcha there's gonna be a lot of turnaround you're doing it wrong, but that's okay. It's half of what Twitch chat is for. Problem with Midnight is the only character I like is Zalatath, who we're told is evil and we should hate. I mean, just because she's a villain doesn't mean you have to hate her. I'm on Team Zalatath. Memory of the beta was the waypoints were a bit wonky. Yeah. Apparently there's a lot of decor that we're going to get just from questing in Midnight. I'm pretty excited about that. So this is Bill Buckler. Bill Buckler. Let's do Bill Buckler with magic. If we can. My Zalatath Funko was just delivered. Nice. Yeah, I think Blizzard's very happy to have designed an appealing villain. I think they are a-okay for you to be Team Zalatath. Funkos are all about the giant heads, and the Zal Funko should be feet. I don't get the Zalatath feet memes. Like, I don't understand. I mean, I do, but like, it's so stupid I can't believe it's this big. You know what I mean? When did the internet become so, like, cooked that you can't have a barefoot character without it being like a massive thing anymore? It's just like, it's, I don't know. It's just kind of, it's fine. I'm not offended. I'm just a little bewildered. I feel so much better that I'm not alone on that one. And the jailer and his pecs. Oh, were people thirsting over the jailer? Where's the troll feet lovers at? Alright, there's that done. Can I throw it into any water, or does it have to be War Within water? Oh, I can throw it into any water. That's nice. That's good to know. New cursed ghoulfish. Retrieval. Zoval in his bare chest. So I guess it follows that, like, in WoD, people were going nuts over Garrosh and his... Not Garrosh. Grommash and his piercings, right? That had to be a thing. I have that on my wall. I've got a big old ring through his... On my... Like, on the expansion poster. It's, like, that way. It's in the room. The nipple piercing is in the room with us. I don't know. Feet are gross. People are weird. Feet are just feet. That's the thing that makes me, like, feel like I'm out of the loop. Is, like, I don't think they're particularly sexy. I don't think they're particularly gross. We all, I mean, hopefully most of us, many people have feet. You know, I appreciate mine. They help me walk around and stuff. You stick them in shoes most. I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't know why we're all so worked up about it. I guess we're not. It's just the internet makes things seem bigger than they are. I logged in this character just so I can grab my mail. Oh, dear. Of all the body parts to randomly get assigned with grossness, feet are a weird one for me because they don't generally interact with any fluid. Like if somebody was really freaked out by noses because they drip when it's cold and they can randomly blow up, I would understand that. They have the fear aspect of balloons, and sometimes they're sticky or crusty, and that's kind of gross. But I never hear anybody being like, oh my god, noses are so gross. So what happened to feet? They never make unexpected sounds, or, I mean, I guess they could. I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm going to vendor all this stuff. This character is named after the shrimp. I'm glad that you got it. I don't know. I'm here in defense of the reputation of feet everywhere. Amano like the song. Oh, I don't know about the song. Love my Amano shrimp. I just... Yeah. Pro feet. I'm gonna ban you. Alright, what are we doing? We're decorating. I have some shapes to think about. Hazel in chat, hope everyone is well. Hey, how you doing? How are things? Happy Wednesday. Happy Midnight Eve. Welcome back to my office. Things I want to work on. One, there's three more things that I want to kind of get blocked in here that are kind of functional components. And then I want to kind of fine-tune some details, and then I think it'll be done. Also, sometimes when I log off and back on, the light thing changes. I think maybe it's not supposed to persist. Yeah, I think there was some neurological basis where the wires for feet and genitalia aren't that far apart, so if they get crossed, people experience... Anyway. There is a scientific basis behind it, but, like, it's just... I don't know. Center that a little bit. I may not use that one. I may use a dyeable rug to get some different colors. If we get pets wandering around the house, is there going to be a moose for the office? I mean, realistically, it would be cat in the office and it would be moose in some other room. Alright, so let me look at my stuff and figure out. I need 2 more components for my desk, and the first one I want to work on is a camera on a little tripod, and it's going to sit right here, because I'm basically recreating the desk that I'm streaming from right now. So I'm going for a little, we've got like some streaming lights. I changed out the chair because people were bullying my bolt chair. So I put the high back chair there for now. We did the keyboard and the mouse and stuff earlier. The desk mat and the rug we can change out later, but I want to work on a camera. I have... Some items won't count towards your storage. Gotcha. There are some different... A problem that I have had when I'm trying to make things out of other things. One problem that I have had is that I would start by limiting myself too much, and I would only be looking at things that have the same kind of like initial size, and I would be ignoring the fact that you can scale things up and down quite far. So I'm going to forget about size, and I'm going to forget about category, and I'm going to browse things based on shape, because if you want to approximate a camera, what we basically need is we need a rectangle, and then we need to plonk a cylinder on the front of it. That is design language 101 for a camera icon. This is a rectangle with a cylinder in front for the lens. I can put other little knobbies or stuff on it, but if I can get that looking reasonable... so we might be able to do it with a crate. We might be able to do something with a crate. So as like a demo, let's just kind of float something here. So let's shrink it, rotate it. We're going to just kind of float it here, shrink it even more. Obviously this one's kind of a funny color, but this is just kind of a proof of concept thing. And then let's find a cylinder. Barrels come to mind. I'm sure there's a lot of them. Let me just scroll until I find something promising. Here, let's take this bottle lamp. Scooch it up, out. Same kind of rotation. Scooch it over to the middle. Maybe even this one side a little bit. Not bad. Especially if you find like a button or a lever. So this is not the camera, unless I get really lazy and bored. This is not the camera. But this is an option. Or this, it's kind of more proof of concept-y. Yeah, that's why I wanted to get so many of those things, is because I feel like they're going to come in super handy. So, don't hate that. You look at that, you stick it on a tripod right here, you're probably going to think it's a camera. Now that I have the basic concept, what I want to do is I want to look through my crates and figure out which one I want. I don't really want to filter to... I guess I can just search the word crate. We can see. Mechanical crate is a really good idea. That may end up being the thing. The question is if it's... The mechanical crate is pretty cubic. I'm ideally looking for something slightly more rectangular. But it's being what it is helps. Does it have any really obvious... This kind of looks like a button. That's a good possibility. We also have some other stuff. This is dyeable, the carved ones. So you could make them black, but it's still going to look kind of wooden. But you can change the colors of the studs and stuff. It's a gnome. This is my mate. Your desk looks so good. Oh, thanks. Earth and storage crate. It's got some handles on it. We've got an open one. That's rust plated. That's a bit more goblin themed. That's also a possibility. I like the mechanical crate so far, I think. I'm having a little think. Banded crate's not bad. But yeah, I think we'll try it with this. Are there any other sizes of mechanical crate that I have been neglecting to look at? It's going to be so much fun tacking levers and steam valves onto stuff. Alright, self-sealing steam barrel. Screw-sealed steam barrel is going to be a possibility. There's going to be a few possibilities, honestly, for the lens. I like the bottle lamp because it kind of glows. Lenses don't glow, but you don't know that. You're on the other side of it. Like, it's fine. We also have rust-plated storage barrel. Perpetual motion crate is my PC. It's over here. Great possibility for a camera. I would need to get another one, though, because I'm pretty sure I've used it already. Let me figure out how to do that. Perpetual motion crate. Come on, Wowhead. Thank you. Oh my gosh, this thing is huge. Alright, where in the streamer desk does this go? So if I wanted another one of those, it's crafted. It's 2 spare crates, so it's just spare parts. I do have the spare crates for it. They're soul-bound. They're all soul-bound, so I have to go on this character. I think I'm going to do that, because I think that's actually going to work really well. Let me just double-check to make sure that I'm out of it. Yeah. Okay. So let's pop back up to the Isle of Mechagon. Battle for Azeroth. Thank goodness for the Scrappy Prince portal. I will need a mic stand. I'm gonna work on that in a minute. So I need to go see Pascal over here and make one more of these guys. I think that's gonna be pretty good. I'll make that. I'm glad I held on to some extra stuff. And I have one of those in storage, so I have one already. We're just gonna go back. We're just not gonna stress about it. Need more resonance crystals? The World Soul Weekly is up. Can be done with a single delve. Nice. Yeah, that's super good. Alrighty. Take me inside. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do when they let me do lamps. Probably like bottle light strips. Maybe a lamppost over here by the gate? Gotta be a lamppost over here by the front garden. Just like, I don't know. In my brain, you have motion activated lamps around the outside of a house in case you need to go outside at night. Or so that you know if somebody else is creeping around outside at night. This mudroom feels so unfinished to me still. I mean, I guess I didn't finish filling out this. Also, I stole my bowl. Hang on. I had a bowl to be like for, actually, I know what I want to do. I had a bowl to be like a keys bowl, kind of. Not a bowel. Oh my goodness. I had a bowl for keys and stuff. And I stole it to use it as a planter, but I bought extra copies of it. So yeah, like if I come in the door, I need to drop my keys off immediately. And that's where they're going to go. Honestly, a little better. All right. Anyway. String lights in the greenhouse. I feel like the point of a greenhouse is that I don't need lights in there. I see where you're coming from. It feels a little backwards to me. All right, let's put this away. I was just having fun. All right, so we take our perpetual motion crate. You need it shorter, but I like it like that. Assume that anything that I've done in my house is because I looked at it and thought I like this, and that's why I left it like that. Which way do I want to be the front? They're pretty much the same front to back. We could also rotate it. Your gnome can't reach. If I make the whole house so the gnome can reach everything, everything is going to be ant-sized. We gotta use some fantasy logic here. It's not that important to me for it to be gnome-sized, because if my other characters come in here, I don't want it to look like they Alice in Wonderlanded. I want to... I want to try... And this might make things kind of annoying. So you have a banded part... And then you have kind of a blank part. I don't think I'm going to go so far as to put a blank screen in the back of it, although could do. I'm just kind of doing an obvious like a prototype here. I'm not committing to this because I'm going to have to move it, of course. Yeah. Yeah, that reads camera to me. Especially when we get like the lever on it. Okay. So let's scooch, get it kind of in the right spot. We'll get it scaled right. It's going to be even smaller than this. It's going to be maybe yay big. Because that's about where the camera sits in my actual desk. That's why there's a gap between those two things. So, same thing, much smaller. Take up, take over. Yeah, it's getting there. The rotation starts getting a little crazy. When you start doing too many angles of stuff. But it doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be pretty close. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What did I do? How did I make it so dark? What did I turn off? I think I killed a strip of string lights. I need a history. I need a history to tell me what I deleted. I'm pretty sure these were up here. I had already, it had saved already. That's 100% a torrent only mouse, right? It doesn't go smaller than that. That is the minimum size for it. But I liked the look of it so much as a gaming mouse that I am committed to it. I like it very much. Okay, so we'll take the lever. I know a big lever like this is a little goofy for a camera, but I think it's cute, so we're gonna use it. Oh, no, no, no. Oh. Sometimes pressing escape is not enough. No, come back! Sometimes pressing escape is enough and sometimes it is not. Come back. Okay. This is gonna be good. It does not always reset it, I swear. Okay, so now we've got the camera. It's floating in the air. That's not ideal. So we got to mount it to something. I'm going to think about that. IRL, we're talking a tripod. We can do that. But this is fantasy. We may be able to just stick it on some kind of a post. We have lamp posts and we have fence posts. So we have lots of options. Let's try this just for fun. I'm going to try using a lamppost and see if the light inside of the thing is interesting or like looks cool in any way or if it's just kind of confusing and annoying. So, stick it on the desk. We clip it into the camera. And kind of like it. I don't know if it's actually adding any glow over there. I mean, my desk looks a lot cleaner. If it was possible for me to have a stable and adjustable camera stand that was just like a watt, I would do it. I think that's a cute camera. I think I like it. I think it's recognizable. I think it makes sense. I'm gonna scooch this a little bit to the side and I think maybe shrink it a little bit, the light, because I want the camera to not blend into it too much. I have that mounted on a fence post. And if you'd be like, Hazel, why is your light hitting your monitor? I would be like, well, that's a good question. In real life, this is actually faced the other way and the light bounces off the wall to diffuse because direct light on me is kind of migraine inducing and also like way too bright. So the whole thing is diffused off the wall, but for the sake of theater, I think this is good. Needs a microphone. Microphone means a narrow cylindrical object that's not too long. And we're going to try to mount it on like an arm. So there's some fence posts that might work. Especially if we find something to kind of cover the edge with. Oh, thanks, Javian. Now that I'm like looking at fence posts. But let's see. How are you going to do the shock holder? That I think we're going to leave up to the imagination. I think I would go insane trying to wire an actual shock mount together in game. It's just like how my keyboard is not particularly QWERTY UE up. So it could be a bottle. I'm thinking of other types of objects that we do have that are that same kind of shape. The rug, not so much. It's gonna take me a while. Got a lot of stuff to look through. This is only gonna get like more insane as time goes on too. Looks great. Oh, thank you. Might be something to be said for the pipe segment. It is approximately the right dimensions of cylinder. Having the little knobbies on the end of it isn't exactly ideal, but let's just see here. That's minimum size for it, so that's another consideration. On kind of like an arm back to the desk. I wonder if I should do the desk arm first. Desk arm just needs some posts stuck together. We've got lots of kind of mechanomy sort of stuff that works. Oh. This is interesting. This might have potential. You ever seen some shock mounts actually look like this? Maybe not so much the pink lightning, but the general visual language going on here. You've got the ring, you've got the sort of sunburst citrus pattern in. That could be a really cool mount, and it could be the top half of the arm of the mic stand. So let's shrink it. Or lose it, that's cool too. Did I stick it in the ceiling? What happened? Hold on. Advanced hamburger. And we're looking for the consortium. Might have been a different consortium energy banner. There we go. Oh, also I've got a barrel I can get rid of here. I'm not committed to the narrow doorway. It does kind of like close off the angles in here a little bit too much. I might kill it for now, even though IRL, we would want a narrow doorway, not a wide doorway, but the wide doorway does kind of open up your vision a little better. The monitors are made from the Naturally Elegant doormat that we got from the Zillow promotion. I bought extra copies in Stormwind. That's what those are from. That's not the right one. I'm just kind of thinking. Of interesting things that might go in my office here. Okay. Take the energy banner. Shrinkaroony. So in my mind, I want it to be in front like this, but then the mic would be coming towards my face. And the mic is actually, I want it sort of sideways in front of my face. I gotta play with some angles here. Unfortunately, once you've rotated an angle one way, it gets really annoying to do the rest of it. I have to remember that this camera's not real and no one can see me through it, so if my angles are kind of messed up, it's fine. It just has to look good to me. Yeah, you're right. Keyboard's kind of better for that. Especially when I get used to it. I don't like the pipe segment. Let me just get the thing on the... Let's make it smaller. Oh, I think I broke it. A little smaller. Angle it up a little. It's like playing the claw machines. Yes, you can buy additional copies with the Zillamat for gold in Stormwater Orgrimmar. There's a vendor. If you have Homebound, you can find it by looking for the item. You can search the name of the item in the vendor tab, and it'll show you the vendor. You can waypoint it. Let's grab a... We want to make the rest of this stand, so we need another post that we can kind of attach to the desk here. Could just do it with a beam. Can always do it with a beam. Meow 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 wow. Is it this one? Yeah, there we go. Huh? Alright. That looks awful. I hate it. Let's do something different. Take care. Bye for now. See you later, Bedelia. I could also, if I want, overwrite the, or like cover basically the post that the sort of shock mount looking thing is on with something like this to make it sort of fit better. I do think the metal stuff looks better than the other stuff. I think we want to go for like a, let's go culture and let's go goblin and gnome. These are the undermined fence posts. Actually, it looks like a sick... Actually, it would make a great camera mat, but I'm using my lamp post as a camera mat. I guess we could make more of them as well. There we go. That's good. Oh, no. I broke my keys. I want this one. I want to just make it touch the mic for the mic stand for a second here. We can also, we have to remember, the chair can be scooched in. Love the ethereal spire thing. Yeah, I wanted to put a microphone in it, to be honest with you. And we may get there. Right now, I like the base of it. I think that the stand part starts looking kind of clunky. I wouldn't hate having another undermined fence post. See if what that cost me to make. Was it crafted? No, it's from an undermined vendor. It's for 350 resonance crystals. We can probably do that. Let me take a character out to undermine. What are the monitors? Naturally elegant doormats from the Zillow promotion. Oh, bless you. Hi, you want to come up? Alright, who's gonna pop by? Undermine. Maybe this guy. Yeah, the backside of them makes a really good blank monitor. So here he is. I don't know why I'm popping out the door like I have to do this the old-fashioned way. I guess I will. I don't know where his Hearthstone goes to, or if it's like relevant or not. Do any of you guys dress up for WoW launches, or is it just like whatever's comfiest? Do you guys whip out like WoW like themed merch or like expansion themed stuff, or is it just like these are the favorite sweatpants and they shall be clean for the day? I feel like I go for both. Like I need to be comfortable, but if I have something that's comfortable and WoW themed, then I like doing both. Wear my zip up onesie. Nice. More DJing the better. Top hat, monocle, comfy as possible, snacks and drinks all around. Comfy PJs. You guys get any snacks? I got some spicy roasted chickpeas from the bulk section that are actually pretty good. I put a couple of them on a rice bowl last night, but they're supposed to be just like snackies. For expansion launch, I'm going to undermine. We're gonna see. Hopefully, I have some extra resonance crystals. I'm pretty sure I do. Hi, kitty bear. In my PJs as it launches 11 p.m. for me. I feel like gaming in PJs is the move. Look at all these currencies. Flame Blessed Iron missed me. Holy. I said I was going to come back to it, and then I like for sure did not do any of that. Coming back from a personal work event. Feels so good to peel out of business clothes into the comfiest pants ever. Boyfriend butler is nice if you have one available. Oh. Labby takes pretty good care of me, but he's gonna be gaming too. So I'm gonna, I think the morning and when I'm not streaming, I'm gonna prep dinner ahead of time. And then we can just kind of like have bowls of whatever it is at our desk, curry or chili or something. Oh, kitty. Oh. Meal prepping tonight. Yeah, I don't need like a week's worth of stuff. I think that tomorrow is the only day that I'm really going to be like off schedule for, but I really don't want to be messing around with cooking dinner, especially because I'm streaming, right? Like I'm going to be live, so I don't want to be messing around too long cooking. I might take a little break to get some food. I really hate eating on stream, but I think we're going to just do it. A couple of meals on my end to have ready. Can't do anything. We decided to have a kid. Damn, if you don't realize how much time they suck up. Real life. Want to see kitty? You want to see a little baby kitty girl? I think she's feeling better. She's doing more kitty things. She's been trying to get out the front door when we let Moose outside. Or like when we're like heading out for a walk or something. She's trying to get out the front door. And one time my partner let her put a paw out there. And she apparently, I didn't see this, but he said he let her put a paw out there. And he was ready to stop her if she like decided to try and bolt for it. But like, she's not a big bolter since she can't see. Apparently she stepped outside. It was like -3. And she immediately just like sneezed and turned around and went back inside. Like, absolutely not. It's freaking freezing out there. Are ya crazy? Liz had the nerve to schedule early release the day of our guildie's wedding. Oh no. Smacks. Looking for Smacks over here. Is Kira going to like him? Yeah. Yeah, she's obsessed. Show me your wares. this. I didn't think I was going to need a bunch of these, but it turns out I want a couple more of them. One. I'll buy one more extra as well. Cat did that exact same thing. Immediately turned as soon as she felt the temp. First time going to play early access. So excited. Won't get to play a lot of WoW. Going back to the ER. So sad. Of course, right in time for midnight. It would be. Gonna be sleeping all day till 10 p.m. Nice. Oh, I exited the game. I didn't mean to do that. That was not the plan. Hold on. I have to boot it back up again. Oopsies. You may see me. You may not. You bet. You bet. I'll be here. And there'll be VODs. Hopefully I can get the VOD off of I might try to put the VOD on my actual YouTube instead of the VOD's YouTube. I've been having a real hard time getting the VODs to export. It's normally works fine, but they've been getting rejected a bunch. And I try a couple times, then usually I just move on. He's from the legendary battle pet guides. Years and years ago, when you were streaming on YouTube, we talked about words you say with a Canadian accent. And I hadn't heard it in forever until you just said, "Oh no." Oh no? I don't hear it. But I guess I wouldn't, would I? Best gathering add-on. I mean, I like Farm HUD. It's not midnight specific, but I love it for gathering. Overlays your gathering nodes on the center of your map so you don't have to kind of stare at your mini-map while you're flying around. I just heard it. Couch was a big one, I remember. Right, let's see. So I got another fence post. I don't even know if this is going to look good, but I wanted to take the same undermined fence post and basically do the same thing. So this is at 48. So here, let's take it down to 50. And clamp it on. Oh gosh. All right. Clip it in. Maybe we make the top bit like a little smaller even. I swear the rotating sometimes is like, sometimes it's like, yeah, of course I wouldn't need any more angles than this. And then sometimes I'm like, I am losing it. I'm absolutely, because the thing is curved to begin with. That's basically what I'm trying to do. It looks like the, it looks like the border between them, that's pretty good, is going to look kind of junky. So I may actually... Here, let's start by shrinking, see if we can cover it in, but like it's gonna look kind of garbo. What happens if we scooch this one? No. All right, so new plan when two objects don't blend very well is to cover them up with another thing. This might be just kind of like a bad idea, but I'm gonna try it. Let's grab another crate. Mechanical one if possible. Yeah, I got a bunch of these. And see if we can just sort of sink that into our hinge here. To kind of... I know it looks insane, but I feel like it looks less stupid. I feel like it looks less stupid. It looks pretty stupid. Messing with it just a little bit. I don't know how I feel about the mic. I might build out another prototype, then I might swap it for... It might... Like, I know that the energy banner is cool. It might be doing too much, and it doesn't even have a microphone on it. The monitors are naturally elegant doormats from the Zillow promotion. Mike looks nuts. In a good way, or like I'm not convinced. I'm gonna try doing something even like way more basic than that. Because just to kind of compare. I also think I'm gonna so the mic stand is trying to mirror my actual desk. So that's why it's placed right here, is because that's where my actual mic is relative to where I sit. I'm trying to imitate life as much as I feel like I can. I am going to get up and be right back, and I'm gonna think about this. I'm back. Yeah, the Moose video on the BRB screen is pre-tapes. There's a collection of them, like Wolfcloud is saying. So it is video, but it's not live. But they're cute, and plus I can record more of them and add them in as we get them. Looks like guinea pig potato. Now that I've gotten up and come back, I actually hate the mic a little less. I feel like when you look at this, you see the vision. Like, you see what it's supposed to be. Although, if this was real, this thing would be for sure covering all of my face. Like, I know my mic covers my face sometimes, but this would be like way in front of me. So yeah, that's one version. I'm going to build another version that's a little more simple. We're going to use kind of a more standard cylinder. We've got lots of different kinds of barrels and stuff. And just stick it on probably like literally wooden posts, just regular beams, and see if I like that better. This one might be doing a little too much. So it's like Scrabble. Don't commit to the first word you think of. Think of that. And then think of another word. See if you like that one better. So now we come to barrels and bottles and other things to think about. What about gears? What about gears? Looking for a cylinder to approximate a microphone. Got lots of options. Jeweler's roller. Some of the fence posts have little like bobbles on the ends of them. One of the barrels is dyeable. Ooh, that's a good idea. Should look into that. Let me take a look at this keg. No. Way too big. Let's filter to dyeable only and see what we come up with. This is also going to come in handy for the rugs. Can't wait to play early launch when servers finally come up. Yeah, candle might be a good idea. That wouldn't be dyeable, but that might be good. The baskets are dyeable. The baskets are dyeable? Wait, what? I've been using these as planters and I could be dyeing them the whole time? Ugh. I have issues. Hang on. Wait, no! Whoopsies. Wrong button. If I didn't want it to be that color, we've got others. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Could do like a really light basket. That's cute. Do I have one of those? I do. Done. Nice. All right, well, that's exciting. Oh. That's why this wall won't work. Can't do a wide doorway. We can have an open doorway, but if we do a wide doorway, then my little pegboard starts hanging on nothing. Advanced Decorating Tools is a housing add-on I'm using to give me some extra UI. All right. This is the dyeable barrel. It's an elegant elven barrel. Let me see what it looks like when I shrinky dink it. Float it. It's not... It's a little... I don't want to call it tubby, but it's a little tubby, honestly. So that's the body of it. So let's make that black. And then let's make that like silver. Actually? Oh, we could use 2 of them. Because I want it to be longer than that, but I can... Oh, this may or may not work. Alright, I'm out of them. I need more of them. Hang on. Barnacles, I need you to go shopping. I need to make a command for the monitors. Hang on a second. It's going to come up a few times today. Streamlabs. Let's see. Here, let me get the actual name of them. I don't expect there to be server downtime. I expect it's going to be seamless. They'll flick a switch, you'll get the quest, and you'll be able to start questing and going away. Commands, add a command, monitor. Oh, hang on. The monitors in Hazel's WoW house, because this thing doesn't speak with my voice, are made from naturally elegant doormat. Is that the name of it? Yeah. From the Zillow promo, and then let's get a Wowhead link. And then we'll just have a button, and then if anybody asks, we can answer without having to say it again. What? What? Confirm. Let's try that. There you go. Oh yeah, Barnacles was going to go buy me some more elven barrels. Me when maintenance is all day, but Hazel said. Yeah, that's true. I could be wrong. Anything can break. I'm expecting it to be pretty smooth, but maybe I'm just like an optimist. Barnacles, go shopping for me. Eating while gaming? I just starve. I got some rice crackers. I got some like toasted chickpeas. I'm also gonna have like dinner. I don't like eating super late at night because it makes it harder for me to sleep. So I'm probably not gonna... I'll snack a bit in the afternoon. I'm not gonna snack a lot after dinner. We're going back to the neighborhood. I am still pescatarian. How old am I? I'm 33. I've been a pescatarian for 25 years, so it's not that it's impossible that it would change, but inertia points to that being the thing. Did you know that an armadillo can run up to 47 kilometers an hour? I had no idea. That's terrifying. I don't think I'll level to 90 tomorrow. I think it's going to take me at least 2 sittings. I'm going to bed when I get sleepy. I am going to bed. Kids will be in school, wife will be at work. So ready for the servers to crash tomorrow. Okay. Pretty sure I know who it is, but... This guy. Oh, they're cheap. Yeah, give me like 9 of them. This elegant stuff is great because it's dyeable. Dyeable is huge. A lot of things aren't dyeable. Fish and chips, one of my favorite meals. Not leveling until Monday, but will be awake for 24 hours once I start. How do you guys bounce back from the all-nighter? Some of you might just be young, but like, I don't know, man. I can't do it anymore. It takes me so long to feel like myself again. I feel like the game will be there when I wake up. I don't know. I guess it would be different if I only had X amount of time like off from work. I play the game for work, so maybe it's different for me. We're gonna get back on Inksy over here. Too old for that. I'm not young. Sleep all the next day. Can't stay up past 1 a.m. these days. 4:30's got my habit of sleeping at 3 a.m. Need to fix that. Prefer to wake up at like 5 a.m. and play. Yeah, like if I had the time off, I would rather just like play until bedtime, go to bed, and then play first thing in the morning. Because like if you have the day off anyway, then who says you have to be productive at 9 a.m.? Just like have your cornflakes and start playing WoW. Okay, so I'm also gonna need some dyes here to try my harebrained scheme. We're gonna need some obsidian black, which we have actually, and we're gonna need some grays. We have dark iron already in quantity. We could also, if we really wanted a different dark color. I mean, I'm the worst, but I kind of like the dark wood color better. Sue me. Although, this mic is actually a brighter silver, so maybe the dark iron's not a bad pick. Let me try a brighter silver. Storm steel? It's going to come down to... Here, I'll use the one I have for now. It's only like 30 gold. It's going to come down to what it looks like when I combine it with another one. Because the reason I wanted to get more of them was so I could sort of glom them together. I wanted to glom them together to make it more microphone shaped. So I guess what I want to do... And mind you, this is a prototype, which is why I'm not fussing too much. This is 32. Let's get it to roughly there. When you make the banding black, I'm kind of onto something. All right. Hold the phone. And then I was going to do a super simple stand out of regular beams. Maybe fence posts, but like these ones are too much. I think. They're too stubby as well. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Almost knocked over my water. I keep waking up in my chair and then I play on until I can't. What tattoo do you have? I have a full sleeve on my left arm, and then I have like a cherry blossom looking tree-ish on my right arm. The left one's got some birds. It's got a heron. I got this done by Harry Lau in Portland. So you've got blackberries, you've got red-winged blackbirds, but they're in black and white, so you can't really tell. You've got some more blackberry bushes. You've got another birdie down here. There's a heron back here. It's sick as hell. He did such a good job. I'm so happy with it. Yep, that's good. Let's see. All right, let's just try doing this out of normal beam and see what we think. I'm out of Orgrimmar beams. Alright, I'll use a Stormwind beam. This is just proof of concept anyway. We can always buy the right beams if we like the other beams. Pretend the beams match. That's as small as beams go. Oh, hang on. That is minimum size for beams. Oh, I'm disconnecting! Oh no! Herons are cool. Heron tattoo twins. Black and white. Yeah, I have some color on this one. The pink on the blossoms on my right arm is the only color I have. This tattoo is probably 15 years old now. So it's definitely fading a little bit. The pink still shows, but I liked the way that black and white tattoos for the most part looked and aged better a little bit. So that's the only color that I have on my whole body. Tattoo wise and possibly otherwise. There we go. Gotta have it be a little skewed. Cannot have it look too... Yeah, that angle screams mic stand to me. I like it better. This is doing too much. It's too noisy. It's too visually noisy. I like this. I like it. I'm gonna get another Orgrimmar beam. Because I like the color of them better. Getting the same DC behavior here. It's a little unnerving. Hope everything's going okay. I've been talking a big game about how smooth I think the servers are gonna be. I'm gonna take him down just to jinx me. Alright. Homebound. Show me the vendor for the Orgrimmar beam. I think it's in the... What about Orgrimmar? The spooky spot. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's over there. Not the spooky spot, but you know what I mean. This way. Yeah, water good. Once I'm done with the mic, the camera looks good, the mic's looking good. I'm gonna see about hanging something on the back wall to kind of approximate. In real life, I have acoustic foam. I have acoustic foam panels on the wall opposite me to kind of help with echo. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get that exact look in the game, but I think I can kind of try. I can kind of get kind of close. Oh, I need more pillows. They're only 2 silver. Done. 2, 3, 4. Those are cute and I like them. Get another one of these. 2 of these just in case we decide we want the round pillar. I think the beam's good though. It's funny, it's called a beam platform and not just a beam. Leather curtains is gross. I don't know, man. I play on North America. I am in North America. I'm coming to you live from the west coast of Canada. I did not learn those elven barrels I purchased. Oopsie daisy do. I wonder if I'm going to end up needing more of those beams. I may as well. Yeah, I'll just leave it for now. I'll leave the guy here. Hello? Skin curtains weird? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. Back on Ixie. We're going for the simpler interpretation of the mic stand. So we're gonna scooch it. So this one we can just kind of move. And then another one. I may or may not try to put something to cover and blend the hinge of the 2 objects, as opposed to just having them clip into each other. In real life, this stand has a very noticeable round, like a disc hinge in that spot, and I may look into that. That's good. And then we're going to get our elegant barrels. Oh, I left it over here. So this one first. This is gonna make me a little crazy. Not too bad. I need it to be big enough to kind of not make the... I need it big enough to not make the beam look too crazy. It's funny, you think you've almost got it, and then you look at from another angle and you're not even remotely close. So we could flip it the other way as well. Obviously it's a little lumpy looking. Not that one. This one? And these two, yeah. It's like so close. I could also, there's an argument to be made for just do one barrel. But I think it needs the second one. I think it needs the extra length. They're also not perfectly clipped together. Looks, it's the lotion on the curtains, or it gets to conjure water again. You guys don't moisturize your curtains? Are you even living? I pressed escape. Ugh. Mike, size, queen. All right. You get one more. That one's a little iffy. What would even be the best way of doing that? Oh, moisturizing your curtains? You gotta get a spray. It's gotta be aerosolized. Let me try flipping it. Yeah, actually. It's not gonna look perfect. Especially because it's like the most finicky thing that's ever happened. But I think it's better than this. This is stupid. This is stubby. We don't like that. They're both at 36. Okay. The rotations are crazy. Let's make the lines line up. Yes, it has a little pumpkin divot in it. No, that's not normal for microphones. But I think it looks good. I think it reads correctly. Freeform drag? For rotation? Or just for like an item here? Let me just like... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm usually using the arrows because I'm trying to like fine-tune something. Yeah, I like that. I think that's good. I think now we're into finishing touch area. I don't think the mic is too big. This is the minimum size the beams are. So if I make the mic any smaller, the beams are going to look crazy. And I like the beams. I don't want to use something fancier than that. It just gets kind of ugly and annoying. I think it reads correctly. I want to try and put... I need to find it. Let's see what's dyeable. How small can the rug get? Not small enough. Okay. Also, I haven't put like a cup of anything on the desk yet. Is this everything that's dyeable? Yeah. The woolen rug I know is dyeable. Is there not an elven rug that's dyeable? There is. A circular elven floor rug. I think I'm going to pick colors for this, and I'm going to make this my floor rug instead of this. So let's put it in this in place. I don't like hiding too many of the tassels. Let's pick out colors. Desk mat's probably subject to change. I like how much contrast the holy oak tan actually gives to the rug fringe. The dye looks pretty bad on this rug, but I like that it has multiple colors. Because what I would really like is a blue and white-ish rug. But nothing, I don't want it to be... I mean, this is already a little bit funny. I guess I could just make whatever color I want. Chair's subject to change also. I wish that I could adjust. Like, see how the white in between here is super bright? It doesn't match. We're missing a dye slot. And it's not white no matter what. It can change. So it's definitely linked to the second dye slot. However, I don't really love... Why don't we make it blue? We'll find a blue to make it, and we'll mess with the other dye slot. Oh, these dye weird. These look bad. Almost everything in my house is dyed Gilnean Rose and Zandalari Gold. For professions, enchanting alchemy. It's my normal, my dynamic duo. Uh-oh. Oh, geez. What did I get rid of now? I got rid of my lamp. I think it's a sprouting lamppost. I'm pretty sure I just put it away. Yep. Yep. Don't mind me. Yeah, this rug is bad and I'm mad at it. We're getting rid of that. I thought it was going to be cute. It's not. All right, forget that. Show me just the rugs we have. Let me think. Honestly, that one's not far off. I know these are obviously dyeable, but they're single color. I have one that is dyed already. It has to be a round rug. The Cenarian one has some real potential here. It's the right color family. It's kind of cute. Yeah, actually I like that, I think. It's not light enough, and it's not perfect, but it's pretty good. I think I'm going to change out the desk mat. I'm going to put more stuff on the monitors. I want to try to find something to put back here. So I don't think anything is going to really approximate my acoustic foam. But that doesn't mean we can't put anything up. We can do banners. We can do tapestries. We can put rug on wall. Could put rug on wall. Think about it. We could put curtains back there. Any kind of curtains. Including like closed ones. These are dyeable as well. So if I want, I can do that. And then let's try some different colors on it. Morgan, thank you very much for the 35-month Reese. Appreciate it. Need an L1 egg carton prop for soundproofing, right? Alright, so let's try... This is just the curtain rod itself. The second dye is the metal accents, and the third dye is the actual curtain. So the gold is undyeable. Is that true? Yeah, the gold stripes are there to stay. Woof. 4 barrels to make it look like McDonald's cup holders. I would need a lot of barrels to do the whole wall. It's possible. It's not a bad idea. The budget would be high, though. The ones I have right now are hexagons. They're Elgato foam sound panels. They're hexagonal. Wish all the parts... Yeah, the dye is a little inconsistently applied. I don't think I want the curtains. They're too stage. You know what I used to want? Was, foam... not foam, sorry. Moss vertical wall hangings. They're kind of cool. They were in vogue a little while ago. I don't know if they're super trendy anymore. Yeah, I think that we might be onto something here. These are dyeable. You can make these any color. Yeah, I could do a grass wall. I don't want to put my name up. Actually. In black, it's not that dissimilar from the foam panels. I think having those mixed with some garden clusters might actually go really hard. That one's got a whole tree on it. Little horizontal garden situation. Remember when I put a bush on the ceiling in my first beta thing? Kind of the same energy. Now that we've thought of that. Yeah, that's good. This is what I would do in a fantasy world. Put a ton of this. We also, there's ivy, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm thinking a mix of cobblestones and ivy and hosta and stuff. Not so much that one. A little bit more this one, a little smaller. Hanging planter. Oh, maybe. Yeah, good thing in fantasy world. The nice thing about housing is you can use logic as much or as little as you want, and you can really cherry pick when you want things to have to make sense. There's really no need for you to have any internal consistency. You can if you want, don't have to. Oh, I busted that. Forget those. Let's just do slate. Slate cobblestones, because they're on account of being dyeable. This one's so straight, it drives me nuts. No, not that one. This one, yeah. 90 degrees. It's funny, I'm making a cobblestone path on my wall. Can't decide if this looks good or not. I think I need it to have some coherent bounds in order to look more... I want it to look a little bit more intentional, like an installation. So I'm feeling like we literally put a frame on the wall. And then we constrain it to the same, to that thing, that space. And I think that's going to help. Here, let's just do it with the grid to make my life easier. I think that's going to help, help make this look more reasonable. Why does it look so much lower on that side? 60, 60, Stormwind Beam platform, Stormwind Beam platform. It is the same. It's because of oopsies. I made it too big. It's too big. Although, not gonna lie, that looks kind of good. That looks really good. Am I crazy or does that kind of eat? Okay. Do I want to do the same thing across the ceiling? I feel like it's not going to be tall enough. I'll try it, and then if I don't like it, then I don't like it. Getting big timber beams up here. Big lumber looking stuff. Yeah, okay. I mean, we're obviously like a little... This is kind of cool. This is kind of what I would do in real life if I was smart or stylish or good at stuff. We'll get more. I like using the slate cobblestone because I feel like at the end it'll be really fun to go in and dye it. It's kind of annoying to stick it on the wall, but like, beauty's pain, you know? I also haven't really like scaled it much. A lot of this is still kind of default scale. I could make it bigger or smaller. Oh, oops. This one. Like that. Not that one. Pair, trio. Oh, I ran out of pairs. Because I want to put one single and then maybe one more pair. I gotta buy more rocks, man. Looks kind of good. You know what? Anchor the corner for me. And I won't ask anything else of you in my life. No! Not the one I wanted to use! I almost had it. Okay. What? I wonder what my budget's at. Could you please get back on the wall where you belong? 291. It's still not gone crazy. I really thought my budget was going to be a little more unhinged, given how many extra bits of garbage I'm putting in here. This is actually how I decorate my real life. I just stand on my desk and I try not to break anything. That looks good. Yeah. A little bit there, a little bit there. Yeah. Needs more greenery. That's good. We need more. We could put another one. We could put a different one. Kind of looks like a map of islands. Yeah. Yeah, it's not... I don't hate it. I don't love it either. I think it's too big. I think I want to shrink all of it and condense it a little bit more. Bearing in mind that I cannot shrink any more of my... I cannot shrink any more of the plant. Will not go any smaller than that. That's the smallest size it can go. Okay. Yeah, that's good. I like the way that that kind of forms almost a radial arc off of the thing. This one can get the same energy if I tilt it that way and then scooch just a smidge. Almost like sunburst style. Nope. I shouldn't have rage quit that. I should have just let it be. We haven't dyed these yet. I'm going to. Nobody asked, but I'm just saying for the room. Now that should be 90. It's this one I want to adjust. Yeah, I like that. Because this little cluster of plants is sort of the centerpiece. I want everything else to sort of accent that. Like that. That's nice. And now I want to just tuck little bits of like, IRL we would be talking moss, but I wonder how much it's going to drive people nuts if my desk isn't centered. Or me, I guess, is the operative concern. Yeah. Huh. Left side drape, only found the right version. I mirrored it. I flipped it. That's all. I went, what? It's two of the same one. Yeah, I don't know if I need my desk to be centered. You're right, a plant would look really good there. I would also, in my life, love to have a plant there. Or a shelf. Like a nice, tall shelf. This is just kind of placeholding, honestly, this dollar on banner. Wouldn't be a bad spot for a lamppost, although I know I've got my lighting already. Let's look. Let's try some things. Option 1, plant. Option 2, shelf. Plant could be pretty tall. Plant could be a tree. Imagine if I was streaming under a tree. I haven't finished putting stuff on the wall. Hang on. We gotta get a little bit more grass and flowers. There's a blooming grass patch. That's what I want to use here. We're gonna shrink it, drag it up, scooch it around. Oh, no, it doesn't look good on the wall. It's too sparse. How do we feel about the blueberry bush? Bad. This is going to be better. We've got purple going on already. Oh, no, no, no. Not the beam, not the beam. Actually. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. You know what I mean? Happy accidents. Yeah, it gives more dimension to the room. I never in a million years would have thought of that, but I did it on accident. That's funny. Let's pull it up a little bit. And scooch it back in its corner. Maybe don't pull it up too far. Maybe keep it kind of like there. It gives a little dimension. Now I have to figure out how to rotate the other one to match it. Ooh, okay. So we like, no, not like that. That one is what happened, I'm pretty sure. It's funny, this room is too small to really like. Tuck it in its corner. I'm gonna say that's about as what we can do because of the window on that side. So if I can get this one to match, it would be great. I don't know where that grass came from. I think I must have left some grass on my ceiling. So let's scooch this one up to be about another square above there. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of cute. Okay. Bring the string lights down, maybe even out a little bit. This is no longer, no, not down. This is no longer for making the stream room realistic. This is just because it looks cute. What I had meant to do originally when I did that was I had meant to take the flowers and stick them on the wall, basically. Don't you love how I'm just jumping all over my keyboard? We're gonna kind of tilt him. We want to tuck him in somewhere. I'm thinking maybe like kind of here. Yeah, I think moss will look good. I don't want to just make a hat for the other flowers. I want it to be kind of in and among the rocks. But I also want it to look natural and also like balanced, and trying to make abstract objects balanced is wizard work that I don't have access to. So I think what I'm back to is scooching. We're gonna scooch the whole thing. We either center it on the wall or we center the desk. Or we have it all be a little askew. I want the installation to be centered over the desk. I don't need it to be centered on the wall. So I think we're gonna scooch, scooch, scooch. The whole shebang kind of this way. We don't want to go past that particular vertex. It's not called a vertex. It's up and down line. Vertices are different. Let's not make up words. Still haven't dyed the rocks. Getting to it. I'm going to. Edit 2, 1, 1. Scale. Rotate. I don't like naturally speak these editing tools yet. I'm working on it. I think I'm making myself crazy with the rock wall thing. Give me an idea of making a kind of mosaic wall. What I was originally gonna do when I started with these framing beams was I was just gonna make a frame on the darn wall. It was supposed to be basically like a... I mean, we can try it again. It's just supposed to be a frame. Oh, it's too big. I can condense it. This is not really where I'm meant to be putting my... Let's just leave it as it is for now. Let's put a shelf, I think. A bookshelf, maybe. We've got lots of lovely bookshelves. Let's find a nice tall one to put on this wall right here. It's been ages since I just placed a piece of furniture the old-fashioned way. Bookcase looks good. When it's not leaving me. Yeah, gnomish climbing wall, right? Kind of what it looks like. It annoys me to leave it like this because I'm onto something, but it's not good enough yet. So it's not representing the... It's not capturing the vibe that I can't see what it's supposed to look like, but I can see what it's supposed to feel like, and it's not there yet. But I also feel like I could mess with it for 40 days and 40 nights and not be finished. So sometimes you just have to walk away from something and come back to it later. But tomorrow's midnight. Tomorrow's literally midnight. Yeah, let's put some normal stuff in this house. Give me a wall sconce. Like or even like a candle. Something little. Something cute. These are so huge. Yeah. Where's the fish tank going? I know. I have that problem in my actual office. I want to stick an aquarium back here. I think it's gonna scooch in here. I don't know, man. Yeah, it needs a bed of fish. Hard time putting things in my house like I wouldn't be in real life. It has to be perfect, kind of annoying me, but I got a lot of empty. Yeah. This is so close, but also like I'm so like annoyed with it. What kind of colors would... How do the different colors make me feel? Let me just click through them all. Or just click through randomly even a little bit and see... Do I want it in like a brown? Do I want them to be more silver? Is everything improved by the basic birch? Do I want to have two different colors, like complementary tones, like basic birch and Holyoke tan, through... Yes, I think is the answer to that. I think the lower contrast helps. So let's just eat a few dyes. I'm going to literally alternate them. It's going to be so basic. But honestly, it's helping. Perfect. Genuinely much better. There's literally nothing to stop me from scooching the whole desk except for Blizzard not letting me just kind of like copy paste. There's a lot of pieces going on here. Rainbow stones! Where is the microwave going? Hi, Jeff. How you been? Yeah, I want to... You're right. I need them to be separate from the monitor color. It's pretty good. It's not quite cohesive enough, but the beams were like a little too bulky to make a good frame. I would want more almost like posts, like longer and narrower. Man, fence posts are going to be the secret. What about interior pillars? Are going to be the secret MVPs of my house. Like I was like, I'm not going to build fences, but apparently, no, I'm not, but I'm still going to use the bits. Hang on a second. I'm trying to scale it, but it's like so big that I'm having a struggle. 2, 3. You can't scale this? The sturdy wooden interior pillar cannot be scaled? The heck? Alright, we'll get it out of here. I don't want it. Pitchfork? True that it's long and narrow. I don't think it's quite what I'm after here, though. You can, but not with the UI. You scale it down, it's not sturdy any longer. You gotta cheese it. Oh, well, I don't want to do that. I think it's too chunky for my use anyway. Is that true for all the interior pillars? I mean, I'll try it. Here. Square brackets. So let's click on it. Ah, cheesy. Not dyeable, is it? It is a little bit. Doesn't help that there were 3 each. Yeah, table edge is a good idea too. Am I gonna go to jail for having a non-standard There's literally zero reason why I shouldn't just center this and make the gods happy. I mean, the plants maybe shouldn't be centered because it's art, but... Can't even see that vertex anymore. There we go. It looks like garbage. It looks terrible. Oh. Gosh, this is hard. If I ever get it right, I'm gonna keep it for the rest of my years. That's fine. A lot of these need to shrink. This cannot possibly make for good TV. Hmm. Well, it's nice of you. You can't shrink that anymore. Let's finish adding pillars. And we'll cheesily scale them because that's our life. Minimum size. Yeah, I thought about rotating them for corner edges. I think I'm gonna hate it though. I'm never gonna get it even, and I don't think I would actually want that. Hi, Bubba. How are ya? Uh-oh, come back. Uh-oh. Well, that one's gone. I can't even delete it from the stupid list because I have so many other ones used. I could easily delete one of these ones. Do you think it would be the third one on the list? Like if we're talking sturdy wooden pillars. I think it'll highlight the ones that it is. Sturdy wooden pillars. So there's left, right. So it's this one. There we go. Okay, let's try this again. I do know about holding shift. It's a good tip. Because of the way that they are, it's going to be a little lumpy. They're not perfectly square. They flare a little bit. So there's going to be, like, it's best if you just make them kiss. Because then at least the width matches, even if it's not even. Can you please just stay put where I leave you? Oh, it won't. It's too far out of bounds. What if I put this one up more? Okay, that's a little better. Can I do it on that line? Making myself crazy. I don't even know if I like it, to be honest with you. You can keep the die. You can use the die. A dyed item will save in your inventory. So if we look at like couch, you can see I've got wide charming couches and then I've got a dyed wide charming couch and it'll tell you what the dyes are on it. So a dyed item will keep its dye and go back to your inventory. You can also use dyes from your bank. Let's get another one of these guys. It's getting somewhere. Cleaning up the achievements I want to get before midnight. Never finished Treasures of Dorn. Folks who find all these things and put them in Wowhead are heroes for real. What? No, come back. Okay, well that one's scaled smaller than the other ones. Doesn't really matter where it goes. because we're cheesily scaling them with keys, it is not as easy to get a perfect scale match because this item is not supposed to scale in the first place. I'm being a little bit silly. I'm being just a little goofy by doing this, so the controls aren't going to work quite the way you want them to. This one looks so good. This one does not. It's the bottom one, I'm pretty sure that's the problem. Yeah. There we go. I don't know if I like it, but it's there. It looks a little bit better. I'm getting so frustrated. Let's see. What do I want to do? What's an easy win for me to do here? Advanced decorating tools. Is the housing add-on. Cute plant. We don't have very cute plants. We have like 7 plants that I've used them 45 times. I'm gonna find a different desk mat. That one was fine. The Sanctum of the Light rug is great in shape, but I've got too much blue going on. I want a different color. I'd like a lighter color. I'm gonna look at wall hangings and see if anything would work nicely. I tried this one already. It would need... no, it would need to be a pretty straight rectangle. The Dornagal framed rug blends too much into my mouse. This Sheldori rug would be fine. Either one of them, but again, it's dark. The hall rug, we can dye. That might be what we end up doing. So let's see if we can get it scaled correctly. It's not really... because I need it to go under the mouse. Well, it's okay. If we don't mind it going basically to the back of the desk, which is a weird thing for a desk mat to do, but if we don't mind that. Let's play around with the colors. So you cannot change the gold. All you can change is the accent color. However, with like a light tan, not bad. Yeah, more pillows. It's not as good of a shape though. Let's try this one. This is the one that was used in the demo. This is a better immediate shape. The demo, there was a desk demo I was looking at on WowDB a while ago. The tassels are kind of dumb, but that's fine. I can get over it. You know, you can clip them until they're only kind of partly showing if you want. Not bad. The shape of it's also a little wonky. Normal desk mats don't really have this curve situation, but it does benefit from being dyeable again. So if we look at the dye options, we've got 2 dye slots. First one appears to affect this sort of accent color. Default is gold. The second one is the body color of the mat. I don't hate it. The Hearthstone doormat's a little chunky and it's not quite the right shape. It's a little bit more like domino shaped. I need something quite wide and narrow. How am I out of Rain Poppy Red? That's like my favorite dye color. What do I even have handy? We've got purple. Might just do this for now. It's screaming. If I spill my coffee on this, it'll be disfigured forever. I guess the benefit of doing a dark color is it makes the tassels blend into the desk better. I've already dyed the table to within an inch of its life. This is the exact colorway that I am really excited about for my table. Okay, I think I need to wrap it up. I think this is about as much success as we're gonna have today. It was good. We got a couple pet battles done. I made a wall mosaic. I'm feeling kind of mad about it, but I think that's more about me needing lunch than anything else. It's more time than table now. Yeah. I'm going to wrap it up. Tomorrow I will be streaming. I will be streaming later in the day than my normal times. So I will not be live in the morning. I will be live in the afternoon Pacific time. So if you think about when early access starts for you, if you reverse an hour, that's pretty much when we're going to be turning it on. So we'll be hanging out. There will be a drop starting with early access. There will be support a streamer starting with early access if you want to get that pet. And it'll be lots of fun. We can hang out and play an expansion launch. It'll be good. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate the company, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day.